What is up, you guys? It is your boy Keeper Real. I hope that you guys are having a fantastic start to your week with this new banger game that just came out. If you guys are looking at the same screen I am, today we're going to be taking a look at Palworld. And the reason I'm going to be taking a look at it is because I've played it myself and I have my thoughts and opinions. And I do think that honestly this game kind of goes crazy. If we're being 100%, this game kind of goes nuts. So if we look on the Steam charts right now, just Steam itself, just the main page, we can see that it's sitting at a 93% with 48,000 reviews, which is crazy for a game like this. This idea, this whole world, honestly doesn't even make sense to get this popular, but it's because it's a good game. We go to the Steam search and it completely beat out everything the moment it came out. Palworld is now sitting at #1 on Steam most concurrent players as of right now. It has just been taking the entire internet by storm, because if you guys take a look at the pictures, what do these look like? Personally, I think they look like the people from SpongeBob. You know, they look like Dragon Ball characters. I don't know, I can't put my finger on it, guys. I don't know what exactly they were cooking, but if we're doing a little bit more deep diving, so they passed 1 million concurrent players, which is insane for an indie title, and that Palworld has sold 5 million copies, and I honestly don't think they have sold that many considering it was a day one release on Game Pass, but nevertheless, it has 5 million people that have downloaded the game and 1 million people that have been playing it every day. That is crazy, okay? That is crazy. And of course, with the game being popular and there being a clear debate as to why they look like Dragon Ball characters, we see right here, some Pokemon fans are not happy about Palworld. Okay, get over yourself. We don't care. Cry to mommy and daddy, not the internet, please. Look at this. Onion Moo. Me when I think about what Lucario is and reduce it down to Egypt Fury. I gotta admit, I do like the color choice on this one though. Wish it could have been more unique. Okay, nobody cares. I don't got any hate currently against Palworld, but so that means you got some hate. But we can't deny that a lot of designs were ripped from Pokemon, some almost identical. When Pokemon consistently fails to make an engaging and fun experience for Pokemon fans, you know what? Suck it up, Nintendo. You guys are literally obliterating the Pokemon gaming hemisphere because you guys have not released a banger game in years. You guys release lackluster products. You don't release anything any fans actually want. If you're a Pokemon fan, you should be disgraced that it took a company that wasn't Nintendo to produce a game like this. You should be upset that it took an indie studio to make an actually decent Pokemon game, which should have been made years ago. Huh? There's no argument there because they gotta suck it up. There's nothing left to be said. It's sad that a company fails to make light of their great IP, of such a big name, and they just put and spit on it over and over again. Then an indie company comes along, and then all the Pokemon fans, oh my gosh, I cannot believe they straight up ripped off Pokemon. Well, if Pokemon made a good game, nobody would rip off of them. Think about how many people were just like, give me GTA. Then Saints Row came out. That's how the world works. When somebody is not being fed, somebody else will feed them for them. Same in relationships, same with everything else. You guys cannot sit here and pretend like just because Palworld rips off of Pokemon ideology, Lord have mercy, they might as well be a cult, that there's nothing there. It's a good game at its base, and it should be respected as such. If it can blow up to 5 million people downloading the game, giving it a try, and 1 million people playing it with their friends and actively watching it on YouTube, Twitch, everywhere, that goes to show you something. Considering a game like Days Gone, which had a great premise, complete launch, and it was complete dookie, the servers just got shut down, and then you have this. This is what I'm talking about. This is what gaming needs. If a person is unable to follow through with a promise, somebody else should pick it up. Baldur's Gate last year showed us exactly what I'm trying to talk about. There is no reason a company shouldn't get their IP and make a good game. Then again, we got all these fans. So if the plan wasn't to make a parody, then why are they so blatantly copying from Pokemon design? Because it's aimed at Pokemon fans. Cry us a river. It's aimed at people that want to play Pokemon. It's not aimed at you and your mommy, your daddy, your grandma, your uncle's boobies. It's not. It's aimed at people who have been thirsting and fiending for a decent Pokemon experience and have yet to get one. I'm not even the biggest Pokemon fan, and I can say that playing this game made me want to watch Pokemon. Yes, playing this game actually made me more interested in Pokemon than the last Nintendo Switch games. They have always been like this mediocre pile of mess, and people just overly praise them. Those games suck. If we're being 100, those games are trash. Considering the IP and the amount of effort that can be put because of the money they make in Japan and the Western United States, it makes no sense why they still haven't made a game like Palworld. Come on, it cannot be that hard. Let's take a look at the OG trailer that released in 2023 for Palworlds, guys. Nothing too crazy, no dilly-dallying. Done all this in the game. All of this is in the game. Advertisements on point. No line. This is all in the game. The game has such a unique level to its survival aspect. The world is big. It has enemy bosses. It has a great system with your cold and your hunger. I had no expectations except getting a Pokemon trash heap. And you know what? They delivered and blew my expectations out the water. Palworld is honestly my favorite game of the year so far. I do not know what other game will get past that, because we have so many more games coming out this year. However, Palworld is a great example of what companies need. They need to be creative. They need to be wanting to make better quality games, just more creative with the IPs we had after getting Kong, Gollum, Walking Dead. Those are ginormous IPs that didn't get the Palworld treatment. Palworld is not just a Pokemon cash grab. It's not just you go out there, throw a ball, and then you run away. It's $26.99, which is less than Kong. It has Pokemon features where you can hit them and just collect them after you weaken them. You can go fight enemies with them. You can summon them. You can put them to work. You can capture humans and sell the humans. Like, come on. I know that I'm saying that slavery is here, and the game has a lot of that. The game isn't about slavery, and that's been a big topic of people online. It's not about slavery. You're just capturing them and giving them a good life. What would these people do? They're living rent free. You make them beds. You get the materials to make them a bed. You get the materials to get them food. They're not slaves. Stop talking about, oh, this is promoting slavery. Dude, it's not doing jack diddly squat. Jack diddly squat. Stop being butthurt Pokemon fans. Accept the fact that somebody did a better job than Nintendo with the Pokemon IP. God dang it, man. Just let them have it. Let them cook. Let them eat. God. I'm just going to skim through this so you guys can see. IGN posted this the first 15 minutes. It's a bunch of boring. It's not even boring. I shouldn't have even said that. Some good old survival game with good mechanics, good stat upgrades, good progression, good combat. Oh my goodness. They even have a dodge button. I don't even know why games don't include that anymore. We go right here, gathering materials. And it seems like a bunch of regular jargon because it is. And it's high quality juggy jargon. You can eat it and eat it and eat it up. You can play this for hours. I played with my friends for a total of like 4 or 5 hours in just these past few days. And granted, that's not enough to experience the complete capacity this game has to offer. I've had so much fun just going around destroying things, crafting, making my own character, which they have. You don't just spawn in with Ash Ketchum, okay? Now, if they had him in the game, I'd understand. They even have a climb mechanic that reminds me of Zelda, where you can climb on any platform as long as it's like the side of a building. You can't just climb up the stairs like that. You can walk up them. But you can climb up the side of the mountain and just use a little bit of XP. The weight system is cool. You can drop them. You can have a bird pick them up and take them back to camp. You can have them fight for you so you can catch higher level Pokemon. Base building. They added base building too. And I just think it's crazy when you're playing a game that costs $26.99. There's base building, a Pokemon themed animal catching system, which makes no sense to me why people hate on that. It has blown every game out of the water on Steam. There's cooking, crafting, everything you could ask for. I could even show you guys fights on this game, but I don't need to. You guys should experience it on yourself. It's on Game Pass day one for free. If you have Game Pass, you can play this game. And if you're on PC, you can do the trial for $1 and try it out. Yes, I'm advertising for this game. This game is solid. It's a good experience. And honestly, it's better than any Pokemon game that I have played in the recent years. And that sucks to say that a company with so much money is unable to produce a quality product, but that is where we are today. With all that being said, guys, remember, leave a like and subscribe. Please check out Palworlds. I'll leave a link down below so you can click on it and check it out. I don't need to say any more. You guys have a wonderful rest of your evening.